Coach, a fantastic win for you guys. I mean, you came out there in the first game and Romeoville got the better of you, but your front hitters really hit the ball well today. And once you got up in that second game, it seemed like the momentum shifted your way and it just never went back Romeoville's.
Yes, and their brains changed, their intensity, their attitudes changed. They were able to tune out the loud boys in the stands, which is great. And my middles and my setters started connecting, and that's been a big ordeal. I had a girl step up who played with us. She's a sophomore, and she normally plays down because I had a girl who had a broken tooth. They were just setting the block. Their communication was much better in the second and third game.
Yeah, and it seemed like again that it looked like you were a little small in the middle for a little bit, but she played pretty big. Yes. Now that number one, I don't know her name, so forgive me for that. But
Deja Thompson, number one. Yes, she is 5'8", but she touches 9'6". She touches higher than all the kids on the team except for the other middle. Yes, and she's fast. It makes a world of difference. So a lot of teams and a lot of middles underestimate.
Talk a little bit about the season. Conference schedule is always tough, but volleyball has really picked up over the last few years. I mean, a lot more participation at every level,
yes,
a lot more competitive.
It's much more competitive. So many more kids play club.
Right.
A lot of kids in our conference play for elite clubs, and they play on elite teams, and so they bring more to the courts, which means everyone else has to step up their game. Strategy has become a bigger part of the varsity level, as opposed to it's always been the club, even more at the varsity level.
Who do you play next, and what's your record so far?
So we're 1-1 in the conference. We beat Romeoville, and then we just lost to Plainfield East Tuesday night.
Tough team.
Yeah, tough team. We played them tooth and nail. It was a close game. We played Tuesday. We're at home, and I believe it's Plainfield Central. I believe that's what it is.
Hey, Coach, not a bad. Listen, you guys got out to a quick start. You battled and took down Plainfield South in that first game. They came back. It was pretty tight, and then at about midway through the second game, their front hitters really started getting together, and were swinging at it pretty well. And they went on a few runs, 6-0, 7-0 runs that really it put the game out of reach a little bit. Both games were kind of like that. But second game, though, you battled back. You almost won that game. You almost came back and won it.
Yes, our serve receive kind of shut down for a little bit there. And it kind of made a very big disadvantage to us. We had a lot of ace serves tonight. However, we were not able to capitalize on those extra points because they had some tough servers, I will say that. And our team is coming together. It's exciting, and looking forward to just continuing this season because we're in every match. We're in every match.
Well, you get to see everybody, I think, twice, right? I mean, yes. So you're still going to get a chance to see them. But have you seen anybody that you don't feel you can play with yet? I mean, you've seen a lot of teams so far. I mean, have you seen anybody that you can't play with?
Not yet. The biggest blowout was Wheaton North. They got us pretty good.
Right.
But every other match in our 1-12 record, we were there, and we will be there.
Yeah. What's next for you? What's the next game?
Next game is Monday, actually, at Plainfield Central. It's an earlier game. We had to make some adjustments. They needed some help with